today we have Miss Palak Yadav with us for this talk show. So first of all, I want you to introduce yourself, Palak.
Okay, so hi everyone. Myself Palak Yadav. I'm basically from Gurugram, Haryana, and this was my first internship that I did with Ananta Resource Management as an HR intern. I worked there as an HR intern from April till July. Took me 4 months to complete this internship, and I guess prior to that, I was not working on any other project or internship. So I'm really lucky that I got this internship because I got to learn so many things from here, and like from your whatever it is, from the first one you expect a little more. So that's what I expected, and I think I got it from here. So thank you very much for that.
Okay, so it was your first internship here with Ananta Resource Management. So
Yes,
whatever
ma'am.
you had expected, you have got to learn all those things, and you feel that this first internship has benefited you.
I can't hear you.
Am I audible?
Yeah, can you please repeat what you said?
Yes, I was saying that it was your first internship, as you mentioned. So, whatever you had expected earlier, you got all those things to learn here, and this internship it benefited you in terms of enhancing your skills, your knowledge set.
Exactly, ma'am. Because in the beginning, I was not aware that there will be some sort of technical knowledge also that will be provided here. I'll be working upon my technical skills as well. But when I enrolled into that internship, there is a lot of applications that I got to know about. I worked on those applications, and there were so many technical sessions as well. Like Excel session, I attended the beginner as well as the intermediate session of both Excel, and I think that's the plus point if you're working here, because it's not just about the recruitment that all over they're focusing upon. There's something else. They are focusing on your personal development as well, like internal presentations are there to boost our confidence level and our presentation skills and communication skills. So I think apart from this HR, there are some other prior areas also on which this company focusing upon. So I think that's why I quite liked it, and I'm great that I opted for it.
Great, it's good to know, Palak. So now I want you to describe your whole internship experience. What exposure you got over here?
So in the beginning, like the first month in April, I was working in CMC. I worked there for 1 month exactly with Rahat ma'am, and like it was quite good experience. In the beginning, it seems that it's quite monotonous because you need to do the same work again and again, this parsing and parsing and parsing. But when you get promoted to another team, there are a lot of other aspects also on which you get to work, on which I have personally not worked on earlier. So I think everything was new to me when I got promoted to HHC. There was not a single task about which I was aware earlier. So it was really interesting to get to know about so much new things, and this demo callings and making the real callings. I think that really boosted my communication skills, and I said it to Mukesh sir as well that the best part that I learned from this is that my communication skills get very really good, and that's what my cousins also commented upon me. So I told them this is about the internship. So they said it's quite good then in that case. So when I got promoted to HCC, I worked with Sudiksha ma'am, and I must say she's a very polite lady. I really loved working with her. Right now also I'm in connection with her. So I think overall it was really a great and learning experience to me.
All right, so that is good. So initially the things were quite repetitive, but then you got shifted to the other team in which new tasks were assigned to you. So you got more exposure there.
Yes.
All right, and what all tools or softwares you used in this internship? And I want to know basically what was your daily schedule, how many hours you invested here on a daily basis.
In the beginning, ma'am, when I was in CMC, it was very difficult for me to even complete 6 hours per day, because if you're doing parsing, then I don't think parsing takes around 6 hours if you even parsing 50 resumes. So I think in the beginning, in the first month only, I was about to complete 4 to 5 hours per day only, because and I was able to achieve the target as well. So I think 4 to 5 hours was enough in CMC if we are doing the parsing work, and if the other skills are included like Excel sessions and etc. you are attending in CMC, then it may exceed. But at that time when I was in CMC, these sessions were not going on. Excel sessions they started when in the middle of that CMC tenure. So that is why in the beginning I was not able to devote that much time. But when I got promoted to HHC, like my hours got doubled. It even went more than 9, but I don't know how to adjust them there. Ma'am said you have to adjust it. You can't put more than 9 hours. But I was like, Ma'am, where to adjust it? I don't know. Because you can't adjust it in the past events. How this will be possible? So I think in HHC it was very difficult to come up with the hours because the work is there, more more sessions you need have to attend. There's more learning there, and you need to coordinate more with the other people there. There are new members joining in, then you need to coordinate over them as well. So I think it was not difficult for me in HHC to make up my hours, and but in CMC it was difficult, frankly speaking. But in HHC, I think that's what thankfully, I got promoted to HSC after 1 month and I completed this internship within time limit.
All right. Okay, Palak. And also you mentioned that you used to learn this Excel basics intermediate. So what all features, what all functions you learned, and are you using them as of now also in your
Um,
daily
yeah.
schedule?
So when Excel basic session started, like coincidentally, I was having Excel as my subject as well at that time as one
Okay.
of my semester subject. So whatever most of the topics that were taught in the Excel basic sessions, I was aware about them. And but when I went to the intermediate session, that was completely new to me. That's pivot tables and everything. I was aware about the basic part only, but there I got the deep knowledge about this pivot tables part. And most of the intermediate session was about pivot tables only. There were a lot of practice sessions about that only. So I think pivot table is something that I basically grasped from these Excel sessions. Apart from that, there are few. They're very very like in Excel, the functions does not end. They're very, very new small things that I'll keep on introducing. So I think that's what I learned from here because there's so many small functions. I can't remember them, each of them right now, but in Excel basic sessions, we were taught all those functions and every class, 1 or 2 functions. Then there is a practice session. That's the best part because you get to revise over there. And if you're facing any sort of queries, then you can deal up with them there only.
Correct. So pivot table was something new that you learned.
Yes.
All right, so that is good. And now I want you to mention some problems or challenges, if any, you faced here being into this internship.
Ma'am, first is the hours only that I talked about in CMC. It's difficult to build up the hours. And
You were
sec-
there for one single month, right? In
yes, yes.
CMC.
That's why
Okay.
I completed this internship in complete 4 months. Took me complete 4 months to complete it. But that's fine. Second is that I was having my college as well, my studies as well. So it was very difficult to coordinate with both these at the same time. At the same time, you need to coordinate with the other members. At the same time, you need to be in the class as well. So it was very difficult to comply with both these. But that's the best part we learned from here. That's the time management. Yeah. So that's some of the important aspects that we learned from here is communication. Like basically, this internship was into HR, but it more and more enrolled us into the communication part, into the presentation part, into the time management part. So I think that's the best part. But apart from getting into the main field, we are learning so much other things as well here. So the challenges are not so much because the areas that I got that were they were really, really very cooperative. Whenever I asked them for a leave, even if I applied late, please don't mention it. They just said yes, okay, you can go, you can take a leave then because I was having my exams as well, due to which I took around 6 to 7 leave, and that's the reason why it got delayed. So I think the areas are cooperative here, and that just vanishes all the challenges present over here. So I didn't face any such specific challenges here. Thank you,
All
ma'am.
right. So your I can say your ATLs and all your superiors, your seniors, they were quite supportive with you throughout your this 4 months internship.
Yes, ma'am. I made really good friends here, like Apurva, Abhijit. I'm still in connection with them. Iman and Pratiksha. First, so Mukesh sir also, like, even if it seems like he's scolding us because we are not achieving the targets, but actually he's pushing us to achieve those targets, and it's for the betterment of us only. So I think there is it won't be possible for me to come, because for me it's very difficult to stick to a place and doing the same work. For me, actually, it's very difficult. But I stick there for 4 months. I think I'm happy about it the most. So thanks to all the ATLs, my friends, and Mukesh sir also.
All right. So even for you achieving targets, it was not that difficult. You were able to achieve the targets that were given to you.
Yeah, ma'am. Because in the initial, I was a detail verifier when I got promoted to HSC, and I think during the last, I worked as a submitter for only around 20 to 25 days only, not more than that. And I think I worked there well because I received a bronze medal also for the same from Mukesh sir for doing good number of submissions. So I think I worked well on that.
Okay, that is really nice. So you earned a medal as well into this internship. Okay, that is good. And then, can you just describe your you can just compare your initial phase of this internship, and then the you can like talk about your first, what differences were there in the first phase, and then when you were about to complete your hours. So what all, or how you can imagine yourself, what all changes you now see here after completing this internship. So just I want you to differentiate between the two phases, your initial phase when you just started doing the things, and when you were about to complete your hours.
In the initial phase, like, I was not aware that there is some other teams as well apart from CMC. There is some other work as well that is going on rather than just passing the resumes. In the initial days, I just used to think that this is the only work that they do here. But when I got promoted to some other team, I used to know that this is nothing. There is a lot more to learn here. Because in the beginning, when like Suman ma'am used to take meetings with us that if we are ready to get promoted to other teams or not. So she took two meetings with me. In the first meeting, I denied that no, I don't want to get promoted because I was afraid that I won't be able to complete the task that would be given to me if I get promoted to some other teams. Even I was not aware about the task. But on the second meeting, when she asked me that are you ready to get promoted now, then I said, okay, let's see what happens. And I said, yes, okay, just promote me to some other team. And she just added me to the HHC team. And then I think after that, the learning phase started because in the beginning, it's just a repetitive task that we were required to do. But in the end phase, if I see, then the repetition of tasks just decrease, and there is some like there are new prospects on which we get to work. There are more of sessions. There are more of say vacancies on which we got to work. There are more of people on which we get to coordinate with them, because in CMC the coordination is not there. We don't get to coordinate with the members present over there. But in HHC, there's a whole team meeting. If we are the team coordinator, we have to coordinate with each and every member. So I think that's the difference I faced in the beginning and in the end. And in the end, of course, I'll say that I'm aware about the not about the whole, but around 80% of the process I've got from here. In the beginning, I was not aware about anything. So that's the difference, ma'am, I see.
All right, good to know about that, Palak. And then, can you just tell me what all workshops you attended? You said you mentioned about Excel Basics, Excel Intermediate. Then also you were active into those internal presentations. But then, apart from these sessions, what other tools you got to learn? What other workshops you have gone through?
Ma'am, I attended Excel workshops only and the internal presentation sessions and the demo calling sessions. I think others were not for us or not given to us, I think.
Okay, and you were there into the goal setting workshops
I was
also?
there. I was there. I was there. I forgot
Okay.
about it.
All right, goal setting workshops and also some technical sessions were held for the HR department. So you attended those as well? Accounting
Technical.
terminologies.
Yes, ma'am, I attended that. I attended.
Okay, accounting terminologies. Those other sessions also you had
Yeah.
attended. Okay, so what is your take about those sessions? How do you feel about those sessions? They have benefited you, or we should not keep those sessions?
We should definitely keep these sessions first. Uh, Talking about my sake only, it add up to the hours. Secondly, to the add up to the knowledge as well. And thirdly, each session has a separate motivation, has a separate agenda for which it's being there. Like if we talk about the goal setting workshop, the name itself satisfies its goal setting. We need to, like sir gave us so many activities to do, and we made up our mind so much clear there, because he told us to make a whole presentation of whatever we want to achieve in our life, how we are supposed to go with it. And he even made a partner of us, and we need to coordinate with that partner on daily basis about how it's going, are we achieving our set targets or not. If we are facing any difficulties, we need to advise our partners. So I think that's what we were not doing earlier to that. Even I was not into it. But in Excel session, of course, the whole complete learning part was there. The technical sessions, accounting terminology. As I'm from a commerce background, I was aware about most of them because I'm in my final year as well. But there were some new as well that I got to know from there. And I think that's all the sessions were about.
Okay, so we should continue holding these sessions. All right. So then, do you have any suggestions for the betterment of this internship? How we can improve this experience for the members who are yet to join this organization? Any such suggestions you have?
Uh, Ma'am, as I said, I didn't face much difficulty here to complete my tenure. It's just that it's very difficult to manage the studies with the internship. And like I'm not the only one who's doing this. There are a lot of other people who are still achieving it. They're managing their studies with their this internship. But for many of them, it's not possible sometimes. Like for me, it was very, very difficult to come up with my studies as well as with this internship as well. So I think if there is some sort of time division that this person can work in the evening slot only, then just provide him or her the evening slot. Don't disturb that person in the morning slot. So I think that's the one thing that they can do, so that they can get the complete output from that person. If you are specifying that okay, you are available in this time, so we'll coordinate with you during this time only. Rest of the time, we won't be involving it into all such activities. So I think that's one that will help in the interns here to manage with their studies. So I think that's the only problem I face, and that's the solution which I think. Other than that, it's fine.
All right. Okay, Palak, definitely we will give a thought on this point. And now my last question is for you to rate us on a scale of 1 to 10 your overall internship experience, and would you like to recommend this company to your friends, to your colleagues? How strongly you would recommend us?
I've already recommended. I've already recommended it to 3 to 4 of my friends because they were also interested into this HR field. So I recommended that there is some this sort of internship going on. You can just go and be a part of that internship. They focus on other aspects as well rather than just HR. So I've already recommended this internship to 3 to 4 of my friends, and I'll be doing so as well in the future. Uh, about the rating part, I'll rate it on like out of 10, I'll rate it 8. I think 8's the best.
Yes, thank you so much, Palak, for giving us this rating and that 2 points that you have deducted. So, any suggestion? So, that one suggestion I have got. Apart from that, anything else? Any other area where we need to improve?
No, ma'am. I think it's the is I deducted it because I faced the difficulty. Yeah. Because the
Okay, right. It is difficult to manage your studies as well. Here also you are asked to devote 8 hours. So right, that time management part. But that you also mentioned now you learned that time management. So now you are good at even time
and now
managing
I
your
can
time.
but it like during my exams, even if I say that I learned time management during my exam, my full focus will be of course on my studies. I won't be able to give that much time to this internship. Like not even 4 hours I was able to give during my exams, and even if I take leave, then I won't get leave for so much regular leaves of 7 to 8 days. So ma'am used to say that just take the leaves for alternate days, or take the leaves for those days only on which you have exams. So I think that's where somewhere I felt it failed for me, because I was not able to, cooperate with both my studies as well as this internship. I faced a hard time during that. So that's why. Other than that, it's fine. The work culture is really great. I didn't face any such sort of difficulty rather than.
Okay, okay, yes. Thank you so much, Palak, for taking out time for this session and wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.